Beam me up, Ruben.
Wow, very funny.
Star Trek Beyond, the brand new Star Trek movie.
Star Trek starring Chris Pine and Zachary Quinto or Quinto, whatever.
I say Quinto.
I say
Might
Quinto.
be Quinto, I don't know.
And
Carl
Simon
Urban?
Pegg. There you go.
This is a weird one because I'd kind of given up on this franchise after Into Darkness, which was horribly flawed in terms of the writing
And just
the
kind of
story
a
was just all over
turd
the place.
in general.
It's weird because the film's like well made because J.J. Abrams is like a good director. He knows how to make an exciting action film, but then that film's just kind of designed around distracting you from beginning to end, so you don't think about anything and how stupid it all is.
And it worked on me when I first watched it.
It worked on me. I saw it at the cinema.
I was like, yeah, boy, yeah.
I didn't like how it just kind of copied Wrath of Khan, which I guess you haven't seen. But yeah, that Star Trek Beyond though. It's just back to basics. It's like everything I could want from a Star Trek movie in 2016. It's just a fun action movie. I think it might be my favorite one of the three.
Yeah, I think it is. I thought about this last night, and I think it is my favorite one of the three.
Because it did that thing where the setup's already out the way. My mic just fucking fell down. The setup's all out the way, so all the characters, they're all established. You don't have to waste half the movie setting everyone up and then getting them into the position of, controlling the Enterprise or whatever.
It's just like, here we are on the ship that you all know, with the characters you all know, and something's going to happen to them that you don't know, and neither do they. And then it does. And the movie goes.
So what's the story? It's set a few years after Into Darkness.
Captain Kirk was showing some grey hairs. Not sure if that's Chris Pine just showing some grey, looking a bit older, or whether I just fucking rattled my mic around so much then.
Mine literally just fell off somehow.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Chris Pine's looking older or if they made him look older for the character, or maybe just both. But yeah,
he's getting up there.
He's 36.
Yeah, the stories.
He was made to look older
36.
for the movie, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Star Trek action movie story about revenge and the kind of stuff you expect, but it's more about the action, the aliens, all the crazy shit that goes down. Some of the alien designs are fun. I wasn't sure at first when the movie first opens and there are tiny CG aliens and stuff.
That didn't bother me too much because I was like, this is a classic Star Trek opening. They did the same thing in Into Darkness. It's like, oh, mission gone wrong already. Ha! One of those. So I wasn't too bothered. I was just
I meant just by how the creatures looked and stuff.
Oh, what, like
sense.
as in the CG, or just like the design looked a little bit fucking goofy in general?
Yeah. Like it was just supposed to be goof, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
But beyond that, it gets better as it goes along.
Yeah.
Like the film gradually gets better as things are set up and put into place, and as it goes along, things are revealed. Setups have payoffs.
Mm-hmm.
There was one thing where I was like, why is the villain doing any of this? Who is he?
Yeah.
For most of the movie, but then there
was a point when I realized where I don't know. I can't talk about it yet. We have to
no spoilers.
Yeah. There was just
it's only just come out.
There was something that it's more of like I realized kind of what the plot would be based on, just like the actor,
Yeah. But I think it really does help that Simon Pegg did write or co-write this film.
Yeah.
It really does show because
it's listed Simon Pegg and the other guy. It's his name first, and then whoever the other person was. So
yeah.
I feel like he had maybe a bit of a greater hand in it.
Oh, for sure. He would be one of the main proponents of everything. Like I was reading through the trivia, and it just looks like he basically wrote the whole film. And I just like that it's lighthearted without there being no stakes.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a fun fucking movie.
Yeah,
and there's nothing really to pick apart too much.
Well, there's you said the stakes. When you get in movies where there are no stakes here. That's not going to happen. But they dwell on the threat of something happening for so long that you're just like, can we fucking get on with this.
Yeah.
Because I know they're going to be fine, or it's going to be fine. They don't do that. They just fucking get through it in this movie, and it's like, yep, okay, done.
Yeah.
You know, we know that you know that nothing bad will happen, or whatever, so we'll just fucking, just make it cool, and just experience it. Don't bother having to worry about being bored, because I got that a lot in Into Darkness. I was bored at bits. No, I don't know.
You see through the like party tricks almost.
I think it's when I think about that movie again, I'm like, boring. And on Star Trek 1, there are bits I get a bit bored at. Like, didn't really like the villain in that one, but whatever.
They've never had the greatest villains. It's more just about the excitement of all of it, and the pacing and the music and the action.
Music, very good.
Yeah, the music is good in all three films. It's just used perfectly. It's exactly how I want a soundtrack to be in a film.
Theme-based. It's like it is on a theme. Always, they always refer back to the theme. Because
I just feel like that's such a satisfying way to do memorable scenes in movies, is when you have a theme and you jump to it when like something's about to happen. It's like, oh shit, you know something's gonna happen now. It's great.
Very great.
And did you notice because Anton Yelchin of course died before the film had finished, but he died before it came out. Did you notice the
bit in the credits
scene at the end? The way they edit it, where one of the lines is actually a reference, I think, to Wrath of Khan or something. Don't quote me on that, audience. I'm not a Star Trek expert or anything, but they say something along the lines of to missing friends or something, absent friends, something like that. And the camera cuts to him very purposefully, and in the credits it says for Anton.
Yeah, that actually made me a little bit sad. I was like, that's really fucking shit. Really shit, man. Yeah,
it's one of those things where it's just like through the whole film, with every scene he's in, it's
yeah.
Because he's one of the most comedic characters in it, really.
Yeah, he's like, not in it too much. Look at this guy. He's such an adorable guy. Listen to his funny accent. Listen to it. Isn't it funny?
Yeah. And it's like a total flip around from the first one. Had like a good trailer, a good reception, and was a good film, and everyone liked it. Second one had a good trailer. I'm pretty sure. I can't really remember too much. It might have been a bit why, but
they just kept showing the Enterprise falling to Earth.
Yeah. But then this one had that fucking awful trailer. Like, it was so bad.
It had the Rihanna song.
Yeah. That's the only thing that was like, this does not belong. In the credits after the theme plays. It goes into that Rihanna song.
Yeah. I skipped through the credits just to see if there was like a stinger. I don't know. I was curious. You always have to do it now with movies like that. Fucking Marvel.
This character, Jayla.
Yeah.
That's the kind of character that would normally like kind of annoy me in these films. Cause
I was worried as soon as I saw her. Like, oh no.
You imagine them being kind of a shoved-in love interest for somebody who has no agency in the story or affects it in any way, but she's actually like a good addition. I don't know if
she is. I quite liked her role there.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna make any more sequels to this. So judging by the ending, you'd think they are, or want to at least.
Yeah,
so
she might be a new. Still.
Yeah, for sure. That they'll want to keep making.
Chris Pine's still young, so whatever. Just keep going.
I like the cast a lot, and especially if Simon Pegg would keep writing them, because I remember in the second one there was so many Star Trek references just like thrown in for reference sake, that even if you're not a Star Trek fan, we're just like, that is weird. That's fucking strange. But in this one, they're far more subtle. They're not like, look, reference. That's like, it's a thing, a one-off line here and there where it's like, if you're a Star Trek fan, you'll realize what that is. But it would just sound like a fun line if you didn't.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that's a Simon Pegg thing, because he probably, I imagine him being a Trekkie, right?
Oh, definitely. Definitely is.
He definitely is.
He's the right age for it as well, so.
Yeah. It's got a nice balance. It's fun from beginning to end. All the cast is fun. It's fun, goofy science fiction without being too dumb.
Normally I'm like, oh, fuck off Chris Pine in movies and shit. But I like him as Kirk.
Yeah.
And he's good as Kirk.
He does fit the role well.
Yeah.
He does fit it fucking well. Yeah, there isn't... It's one of those films where there isn't that much to say apart from... If you hate if you're like a massive Trekkie to the point where these remake reboots are kind of offensive to you because they went the whole action kind of route with them, you're not going to like this. Obviously, it's not changing it back to like cerebral Star Trek that it used to be or anything like that.
Yeah, my dad fucking hates new Star Trek.
Does he?
Yeah.
Or does he like old Star Trek?
I think he kind of doesn't mind watching it. Not like maybe not super old Star Trek, just like the Picard days. Actor. He hasn't aged and he's bald. I've blanked on his name. Fuck.
I can't.
He's Professor
X.
Massive
props to.
What's his name? You got to get this over with.
Patrick.
Patrick Stewart. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, and I want to give massive props to fucking Justin Lin, the director, because when he was cast, well, not cast, I guess chosen, people lost their fucking minds. They were so upset at that because of course he's directed a bunch of the Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, I was going to say this
is
Fast and Furious guy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was about to ask, were the people upset because it wasn't JJ or because it was him, or both?
He did the first Fast and Furious. He did Fast 5, Fast 6, and he did a couple of episodes of True Detective.
And he did a few episodes of Community.
But basing it off just the Fast and Furious thing, I can see why it would be worrying. I was more worried about who was writing it originally, because I don't think Simon Pegg was writing it originally or something. I remember looking at it and being like, oh god, here we go.
Oh my god. So I've just looked at how many projects Justin Lin has coming up. 13. He is...
Probably produces a bunch of shit.
No, this is him for directing, I think. Let me just check if it's separate. Yeah, he's producing 17 things and directing.
He's directing Space Jam 2.
Yeah, Hot Wheels Space Jam 2, SWAT reboot, Shaolin Temple remake, fucking Toymageddon times... What the fuck are all of these? Untitled Jeremy Renner Bourne sequel.
He's a good action director, and he has nice fluid camera work.
Yeah.
There are only a couple of shaky fist fights with like Zachary Quinto and stuff, because I guess they didn't want to train them to do really elaborate fight sequences or something, and it's not important for the
actually I did
10 seconds it's in. But apart from that, there's lots of nice flowing transitions.
There was one shot I noticed. It's like a simple thing that people do. It's just like, that was like more interesting to watch than a shot reverse shot, because I always think about fucking shot reverse shot now.
There was a nice shot at the beginning with I think it was Zachary Quinto just standing there against. It was like in that city at the beginning.
Was he like looking out the window, he walks away from the two.
Yeah. It's when he sees the thing.
What is he? What's his fucking planet? What is he called?
He's a Vulcan.
I can't think. Yeah, he walks away from them and he's like looking out the window. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
But there was just like, I was going to say, it was just a really simple shot where Kirk says something to Uhura and it's focused on him, and then when she replies, the camera's in the same place, just focuses on her, and I was like, see? Why can't we have that in more movies and it's not a shot reverse shot? Fucking suck my dick.
Lucas has just ruined the shot reverse shot for everyone now. That you can use it right though. There's a good every frame of painting on it. The Coen brothers are very good at using it.
Yeah.
I noticed it in what the fuck's it called? Midnight Special uses it well as well.
I still haven't watched.
Yeah, I'd recommend it if you're a fan of action movies and the new Star Trek movies too. Should we
move into spoiler territory?
If you want something to suck you off until Star Wars comes out, this will do it for you. There wasn't like an overabundance of like awful CG too much either. I like the fact that when they were on this planet, it felt like
real.
Lots of sets. It felt real because they kept it quite restrained, believe it or not, in a lot of ways, which does pay off. Yeah, so I would recommend it. If you want to quickly go into spoilers, if we want to do that.
Yeah, there's just a few little things I want to, that we can't say without it being
obviously
a spoiler.
Spoilers, fucking don't get pissed.
Yeah, spoilerific.
Yeah.
Wow. So something I was going to say at the start is I kind of worked out like the plot. I was like, Crawl, whatever. definitely wants a human being, because Idris Elba, he's going to have some FaceTime at some point, for sure.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have him wearing all that prosthetic
same.
makeup and shit if he wasn't going to be like, you know.
Have some screen time for the...
Yeah. So what was no surprise to me when they show him stumbling around in a yellow, like, get-up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I really liked them being on the old ship. I thought that was very neat.
That was real cool.
I like that a lot.
I always like that kind of stuff because it's a throwback without it just being too reference thing. Because it actually made sense in the plot.
Yeah, it was. That was cool. I like that a lot. Really, there was one really cool sequence. Two particularly cool ones. Both involving the Enterprise and one involving the other ship, the Franklin. Obviously, when the Enterprise is fucking destroyed, that whole thing is just mad. Really entertaining.
It's really cool though.
Yeah,
it's really cool. I love those little B ships, the Kayla or whatever. Jayla, sorry. Calls them bees.
Yeah.
Because they have these tiny little ships that fly around like bees, and they're like just fucking impossible to beat.
And then there's one bit
the way
later
they
on
beat them
where they play Sabotage, well, the Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
And just like ruin all of them. That was really cool because I like the song choice as well. It didn't feel like. Well, I like it when a song makes sense.
Like, can you imagine if that song was the Rihanna song?
Yeah, well, oh my god, dude.
That would have ruined the whole film. That would have ruined the entire film.
I feel like I might edit the song onto it just to watch it for my own, not even pleasure. But yeah, I like it when a song makes sense in a film, as in the characters can hear it or whatever, so to speak.
Yeah, and the way they kept calling it classical music was cute.
Yeah, is that classical?
It's just
music?
that kind of thing. Yeah, it's just goof.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not fucking high art or anything. It's still like an action film, but it's like all you'd want from a popcorn action film like this.
Yeah, I really liked it. I was just sat there and I was like, man, that was cool at the end of it. I didn't come out depressed like I did with Kajaki. I didn't come out angry like I will do with Ghostbusters. I just came out like, man, that was fucking cool, bro. I want to watch it again.
Yeah, I would happily watch this again. Yeah. Which is quite a good compliment for me, because some films are just so draining, like Kajaki, where I just wouldn't enjoy watching it again. But this, I could happily just stick on. And just have a fucking blast. Have a good time. Yeah. The reason it's rated 1 star, by the way, is because I just rate every film 1 star, so I can remind myself that I've seen it.
You're a prick.
I've vocally spoken out against rating systems already.
You're a prick.
This is a 7.4 and a 68 Metascore.
I think it deserves more than that.
That means anything. Yeah, that's the thing. It doesn't spark any discussion when you just give it a number. Mm-hmm. If we were giving it a number score, we could have just started the review and said I could have said I give it a 6 out of 10, and you could say I give it this 6.5 out of 10, and then we just end the review. That's all people would care about if we gave them numbers. Well, saying that, I give it a 5.8.3.6 out of 12.
Just shut up, all right? I'm not in the mood for your shit.
I had a bunch of writers, actually.
It did? So I'm just looking at the rating of Hail Caesar because I wondered how it did.
Hail Caesar?
Yeah.
That's completely irrelevant. We're going to end this now.
Just on the front page of IMDb. That was all.
We're never going to watch fucking Bridge to Terabithia. Suck a cock.
Yeah, everyone said, you'll never watch it. And I was like, yeah, we will. Yeah.
It's just going to be the new fucking Jumper meme.
Yeah, that's what everyone was like. It'll just be the new Jumper, won't it? Nah, we'll get it done. Maybe after like 100 episodes of this.
We will just never mention it, and then suddenly the episode will come out, and you'll be like,
and everyone will lose their fucking minds. Oh, they finally watched that fucking shit film. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. This is more it's like just logging films that we watch.
Yeah.
And then people can either join in or
can just
add their thoughts in the description. Maybe the Discord server can watch it or some shit.
They watch stuff together using that service called Rabbit. Yeah.
Exactly.
Remember,
I'm not
Discord server, everybody, if you want to be in it.
Yep.
Yeah, whatever.
So I'm done.
See it.
I recommend Star Trek. Have a good time,
Good
everybody.
movie.